Left. Please. Mr. President, First Sergeant Norton, reporting for duty, sir. Ready to commence the ceremony as directed.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations.
6 Democratic members of Congress contributed to a video calling on U.S. service members to ignore unlawful orders by the Commander-in-Chief. Those members of Congress, Senators Kelly, Slotkin, and Representatives Crow, Deluzio, Goodlander, and Houlahan, did not provide specific orders that should be ignored and failed to provide any evidence to back up their claims that any illegal orders were given in the first place. Not only do these members of Congress forget there is only one Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the United States, but they also forget the importance of process, something I thought they cared so deeply about. Here is the process based in reality. These members of Congress and local officials can sue in court, but they cannot go out of their way to use their congressional or elected privileges to tell members of the armed forces to baselessly ignore orders by their superiors. Key word is baseless. These 6 members of Congress in particular cite the use of the National Guard in U.S. cities, but there have been mixed judicial rulings on that very topic. Some courts allowed the use of military resources to protect federal properties and federal agents, while other courts blocked the use of military resources in U.S. cities, which the administration has complied with. As a result, there is no clear or settled judicial answer on the matter that applies nationwide. These members of Congress have no solid legal basis to encourage these service members to ignore an order by their superiors. The fundamental expectation in the armed forces is that soldiers promptly follow orders with absolute obedience, protecting against mutiny that threaten our entire nation, and protecting the effectiveness of the armed forces and their discipline. Refusing a lawful order, as a result, is a severe offense under the UCMJ, Articles 90, 91, and 92, and can lead to court-martial and significant penalties. As a service member, if you have any reservation about an order, you must follow protocols and go up the chain of command with those concerns that protect you and protect the effectiveness of your unit. The UCMJ, in order for a service member to outright refuse to follow an order, requires not arguable illegality or technical illegality, but absolute proof of the illegality of an order. For instance, if your superior ordered you to shoot innocent civilians, you have the common sense understanding it is wrong and can safely disregard it, claiming correctly through common sense understanding that it threatens the due process protections of the American citizens. There must be common sense agreement that the order is illegal. If it's later ruled that the that there was no clear-cut common-sense reason to refuse the order, or the order was later found to be legal, that service member can face serious consequences for their disobedience and mutiny. Finally, shame on those members of Congress for putting our service members in legal jeopardy. These members of Congress provide these service members with a false sense of standing.